Hey, welcome back to Project Me. It's day 47. It's been 3 weeks or something since the last video. And to be fair, I did record 2 videos, but I didn't end up posting them. Just because the first one I forgot and the second one I didn't think was... Well, I thought I'd do another one the next day and I didn't, so here we are, that's okay. Got a bit to cover. Just processing, going through and analysing how I'm feeling and sort of some events in the last few days. We're going to skip gratitude today. That's a very conscious decision on my part. Just one, because of time, and two, because I just did it before this video started to get myself into the grateful mindset. I just thought I'd spare you guys that. So anyways, the last video I think was titled First Relationship Thoughts. That's over. Yeah, a little bit disappointed. I'll just give you guys briefly the context. We went on 2 dates. We both really enjoyed them. Then we took a break for a little bit just because we're both finishing our exams. And we both went to a mutual friend's 21st birthday. And during that party, I could feel, this wasn't exactly a party per se, house party, it was just a birthday celebration. I could feel her body language and her interest sort of slipping away. Obviously I didn't say anything, I just suspected it, and over the course of the next week, I kept suspecting it. But I chose to sort of ask her out anyways, despite my suspicions. And I was shot down. I asked if there was any room for growth on my part, which I regret, and we'll get into doing that. We'll get into why I regret doing that, because I shouldn't have asked that in a minute. But she said, these were the best dates she's ever had. She had a blast. She thinks I'm a great guy. This wasn't me. This was her. Other stuff. I had my suspicions about real reasons, but I shouldn't voice those. But the reason I asked why was because I needed to rationalize to myself, and I shouldn't have needed to rationalize to myself. I realize this now. We'll just skip ahead. I shouldn't need to rationalize to myself why someone shouldn't want to be with me. At the end of the day, if someone says no to us, to a relationship with me and them, then that should be enough reason for me to walk away. Right? I shouldn't want to be with someone who's not 100% committed to us or to me. Right? That's just sort of the nature of a relationship, right? So them saying, I don't want to be with you, that should be enough of a reason, just as it is, to walk away. I shouldn't need to know why. And the reason I think I asked why, the underlying reason was, I think I just wanted to understand if there was something about me that I could change, that I could walk away feeling at least a little bit productive, knowing that I can work on myself because of this. That's reason one. Reason two is, I don't know, I guess I just wanted proof that I was lovable. I don't know how else to put it. Yeah. I don't know, it sucks, man. It really does. In a way, the worst part isn't that it happened, it's that I could see what was going to happen. Like, my instincts told me what was going to happen, and I chose to proceed anyways, knowing what was going to happen, because I wanted to prove my instincts wrong, but they were proven right. I just wished I could have proven myself wrong. Had to prove to myself that hope is a good thing. But I guess not this time, but maybe another time. I don't know. It's just again, I keep finding myself returning to this need, this necessity to rationalize what happened to myself. I feel so confused about why it happened, because we both had such a great time. She told my best friend who lives with her that she'd had a great time. She was looking forward to a third date after our second date, but something changed, and I don't know, that whatever changed, just I want to know so badly what it is, but I shouldn't, and I need to get to a place where I don't need to know. I don't need to rationalize to myself. I don't know how to get there. I suspect it's like a mindset shift, You're with someone, they say, listen, I don't want to be with you anymore. Ideally, if I'm in the place I want to be, I just go, thank you for being honest with me. Okay, we'll move on. And that's it. But how do I get to that place, right? How do I jump from where I'm at now, where I need to understand, to a place where it's okay not to understand? Not sure how to get there. Maybe it's something along the lines of what I imagine self-love to be. A very conscious effort in your own mind to speak to yourself in a loving way. Disregarding the negative thoughts, dismissing them, ignoring them completely, not even giving any attention to them, and focusing solely on repeating and repeating and repeating positive thoughts to yourself. Maybe it's something like that, It's almost like you gaslight yourself into not giving any attention to the negative stuff. Or in this case, any attention to the need to intellectualize or the need to rationalize your own thoughts about why this happened, etc. So, and I suspect this is just practice. The more times I'm in a situation like this, and the more times I react the way I should react, then it'll become habit. So what I suspect is going to happen. It's going to be a long, painful road up until that point. I don't know about anyone else, but I catch feelings for someone, or I'm interested in someone so rarely that, I don't know, I feel like I pin all my hope on this one person, which is completely wrong of me to do, but I guess I can't help it. I've had 4 crushes in my life, so I don't know, it's just, every time I do get a crush, it's a very interesting experience, because I get to observe myself, and sort of see what I do, because it's a new, I react differently each time because it's so rare, and I've changed so much in between each sort of romantic interest. It's a very interesting position, but I'm learning a lot about myself, which is good. Like, for example, so I asked her out again on Wednesday night. She responded pretty quickly, fastest she's ever responded to me. Well, that's not true. She waited a few hours, and then she responded, and then I responded, and then she responded really, really quickly. Anyways, asked her out Wednesday. She got back to me later that night. And then since Wednesday, I noticed now that I've sort of let myself go. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday today, Thursday, Friday, I didn't go to the gym in the morning. So that's first time I've broken the habit of going to the gym in 4 months now. I started stress eating out of anxiety. So I've eaten a lot over the past few days. I've sort of avoided people in general. I've avoided going outside. I've just sort of rotted away in my room in my house. And it wouldn't be such a bad thing if I let myself feel what I needed to feel. But I'm avoiding it as well, which makes it hard to sort of process everything. So I've noticed that about myself. So the next step now is thinking about how can I fix this. So I dragged myself out to the gym today, so that's a start. We're back on track for the habit. Tomorrow's my rest day, so no gym tomorrow. But I'm going to drag myself out for a little 5k run in the morning. I think, hopefully. I'll be kind to myself, but I don't want to be lazy. I've organised a lunch tomorrow with someone, so I'll be out of the house again. And I've invited some people over to watch some movies tomorrow night. So, hopefully that will fix the sort of self-sabotage that I've let happen to me the past 2 days. I'm hoping. But I'm still stuck on this idea of how to process this. Oh, earthquake? No, okay. Just putting down some brief notes, just so I had an idea of what to say for all this, just because it's a lot. But yeah, no, I mean, it's a very interesting experience watching myself go through this, learning about self-destruction and self-reparation, I guess, is the next step. It's just interesting, Yeah, I know now that asking why, why we're splitting up is the wrong thing to do. In the past, every time I've dated someone, I've never asked why. I've never needed to know why. But this time, I did. And this is because this is the only person one of two people, the last one being years ago. This is, we'll just say for this case, the only person I've dated who I've actually really been quite keen on. So it was just a little bit abrupt as well, which is why I think I needed to rationalize it, but still I shouldn't have. And again, now the next step is figuring out how do I get to a place of where I'm at now, where I need to rationalize, to a place where I don't. How do I get there? I don't know. Again, we had that idea earlier about analogizing it to the idea of conscious self-love. Maybe that's the strategy. But the point is, that would be a long-term solution, figuring out how to get to that place. Short-term solution, like I said, I've identified my self-sabotage, the ways I'm self-sabotaging myself, and tomorrow I planned steps to address them. So short-term solution, seems like we're good. Long-term, not so much, but we're figuring it out, and that's okay. This is all still very new to me. I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. Just figuring it out as I go, man. Trying to do the best I can. Yeah, hopefully I'm doing the right thing. I feel like this is the emotionally intelligent thing to do. I don't have anyone to talk about it with, so here I am, sharing it with the internet and trying to dissect what I'm feeling. But anyways, that'll be it. Yeah, if you've somehow watched this much of the video, how on earth you've done it, it is beyond me. I have no idea. Congratulations, first of all. And secondly, thank you. I hope you're doing well. We all carry our burdens. And I hope yours aren't too heavy. I hope you're managing. Listen, all the best. Wishing you all an absolutely wonderful day, night or evening, or morning, wherever you are in the world, whenever you're watching. But yeah, take care. Good night, guys.